Doll, thanks so much for being on the Freechka podcast.
If people only knew that this is literally
These are like
these are our messages. All the am I gonna be like? Can I look at you guys, or do I need to?
yeah,
look,
this
like,
is cool as hell. No, you can look right down the barrel. This is the 2-shot. The boys are cute as hell. Corbin's got his legs out.
Okay,
Like, what's up?
I was gonna say I need to see smiles. Otherwise, me voy a complejar. I'm gonna think you guys are bored. Like when we get serious, I need you motherfuckers to cry. Like I need emotions. There you go. All right. What's up?
Hi, doll.
Hi, doll.
The long and the short of it, the Eli Rodriguez story.
You guys heard it here first. That's gonna be the official name of the autobiography. You have your note cards. We're nerding out. Let's fucking go.
Because I know I was going to get too excited.
I don't want them to zoom in on the nails because I have construction worker hands right now. I did not have time to do my pedicure.
No,
and can we just talk about if anybody watching this decides to like zoom in on my, like they're like, oh, let's see. And they zoom in and they see like the 4 pelitos on my upper lip. I want you to know that I'm beating them to the punchline, which that's the best way that you worded it. Beating people to the punchline.
Yeah.
So you think you're going to make fun of my 4 mustache hairs? No, bitch.
I didn't realize that your glasses were like clear red. They
These
kind
are-
of look, or are these a different pair?
These are hot pink ones.
Yeah,
that
okay, so I'm not going crazy.
So no, last night I had the red ones that are all
okay.
jacked up. But since we're on camera today, I wore the newer ones that squeeze the fuck out of my head, and I can't. But
Oh, no, they look great, though.
Thank you, doll.
Hi, doll. Doll, for the viewers at home, when did you start comedy? How long ago?
Oh my God.
Well,
December 7, 1979.
okay. Is she too far away from the mic, or are you good? Okay, good.
We're good.
No. You project better than I do.
Okay. Officially started comedy around the same time you did, right? In 07.
Yeah.
But I always loved performing and like just being a goofball, but I did not like official stand up and like I'm gonna give this a shot.
Yeah.
07.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize we started the same. But I started a couple months.
I think you started a few months before.
Right.
And then but immediately, like my first time, you were there. And I think you had already done it a few times with Jessica.
I didn't meet Jessica for a minute. When I started, it was just Lisa. In terms of women, it was like 10 to, all the guys. And
I
then
do
Lisa.
remember you being really excited when I went to my first open mic, and you were like another woman, and I was like, God bless.
Dude, if I heard one more dick joke, I was gonna walk into traffic.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like, let me make it. No, I'm kidding. Let me. It'll be funnier.
All the dick, not the jokes.
Okay, so 07. I had forgotten.
07, doll.
Doll and all the shows that I can only think of the shows that we used to produce. I can only think of Comedy Girl at the moment.
That was it. That was that you and I
Sports Grill.
co-produced at Sports Grill in Kendall, which another local comic like recently brought that back.
Aww.
And I heard it was really fun, so I was like, that's awesome.
In that same location?
Yeah.
Aww.
And then Dave Williamson, shout out to Dave Williamson.
What up?
When he found out that it came back, he immediately reached out to the producer Raul and was like, "Oh, Irene and Ellie used to like they produced shows there first." So we used to call it Comedy Girl.
Yeah, and what are they calling it?
I don't maybe just like Comedy Night at Sports Grill.
Sure.
I don't know that they have like a cheeky name for it, but we did that, and then I mean we always went to shows together, but as far as like producing, that was
It was nice because I feel like the Improv didn't know what to do with me, so I kind of had to like do other shows.
But producing shows at the Improv too, it's like one thing is getting, and they don't really use the term getting passed.
No shade to the Improv. I'm just
No,
like,
I know, but
you know what I mean? They had bigger acts and like they needed someone to, sorry.
But I'm saying, but me too. Like I didn't start working the Improvs until I was a working comic.
But
so
they love you. Like you crush it. Like all my tias last night were like, we've seen her at the Improv. We love it. A lot of them came to your
They
show.
they are so good to me. Like all the improvs on here are so good to me. But what I'm saying is when we started, and same thing until I started going like full-time comedy in 2019. Granted, I had a great relationship with Melissa. Shout out to Melissa and Justin, best managers in the game. Melissa honestly is such a queen how she runs that venue. But so I had a relationship with her already from when I started comedy, and she used to work box office. And then when I did fundraisers for the cruise line that I used to work for that I won't name, they're not paying me anymore. You know what I mean?
No,
so like I like no free endorsements here. You know what I mean? The fun ships. So when I worked for the cruise line, I used to do that annual comedy fundraiser.
I remember.
So I worked with Melissa in terms of that, but that was doing that fundraiser. And then when I started doing comedy like when I went full time during the pandemic, then fortunately I started to, get more opportunities hosting and then featuring. And thank God.
You guys are homies. I think it's really nice because there's a lot of scumbags in comedy.
So much me in that. And not, and as you meet different managers and comedy club owners, like,
The worst is the comedy club owners who wanted to be comedians and didn't have the fucking balls to do
good.
it.
yeah.
I'm on day one. I'm like,
I know, and I'm like, these are the names that we'll mention when we're not recording
we're not
anymore.
recording so we can still have a fucking career.
Yeah, that's right.
So we can still get work. So we can still get work in this town.
But there's a couple scumbags that just like, and I would rather.
We're keeping a list. We're checking it twice.
100%. Oh, I'm checking it more than twice. Because
It's
I
in the
just
group chat.
Yo voy a pasar un trabajo, and like that translates. How do you translate that?
No, it's okay.
I'm going to pass such a work.
This can
Voy a pasar un
be
trabajo.
this can be in Spanglish, and I'll do subtitles.
You
Don't
know, learn
worry
the
about
language
it.
of my people. I would rather things take me longer because I just refuse to work with people or be in a space where the energy doesn't feel right. And like I recently had to cancel a headlining date. One of my first headlining dates outside of like Date or Broward.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And booking that venue was tough enough. Like I already kind of put my tail between my legs and was like, oh, I'm not really fond of the ownership, but I was working with someone else who was booking it. And I'm like, if I don't have to deal with this human being, but then that person was still in the space and like just the energy and just rude. And not to mention that after I had booked my headlining date, I went back to that venue to open up for another comic, and that same comedy club owner just was gross with me. Like in the green room, said like I was being silly, making a joke, and I was like, I'm not in the mood right now, Ellie. And I'm like, oh yeah, Papa, I'm a 45-year-old grown ass woman. I will fucking step on you, literally, because I tower over this fucking midget, okay? And no, I guess so he did. And needless to say that, like, I ended up working another weekend after that. He apologized, fake apology. But I worked another weekend after that. He was just as gross. And I was like, I'm going to work my weekend. I'm going to get my bag. And then I'm going to cancel my date.
Yeah.
Y que se mete el gato por el culo. And I don't give a fuck.
Métete el gato por el culo
Yeah.
is put the jack in your ass.
Yeah,
And it's
I thought it was like an actual cat, but it's a cat jack.
Oh.
Right? Remember, we talked about this.
Yeah,
That I used to think it was like you're shoving a cat up your ass. I thought it was hilarious. If you're shoving anything up your ass, it's funny. You know what I mean? Like,
But have you heard the old street joke in Spanish?
you told me about it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, you broke
okay.
it down for me. But I always
Okay.
thought it was like shoving a cat in your.
Just really. Yeah. Got it.
But yeah, and the point is, I know that we're gonna deal with a lot of like
Yeah.
insert these like this own, and the name doesn't matter. Like you're gonna deal with that personality, and that's fine. I'll just.
Yeah. Mental illness on stage and backstage.
Yeah, I just can't. Like if the energy, I try to heed business advice from my friends that are like, you know, there's certain things you have to pick our battles, and I agree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also like in my gut, if something doesn't feel right, if working with someone doesn't feel right, I'll cut my losses. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, 1000%.
You know what I mean?
I mean, we're about to hit like 20 years in comedy, and it's like, yeah, we could have like just, shown our assholes and had been quicker.
Nobody wanted to see my asshole. Like I genuinely tried. I was like, whose dick do I have to suck to get? And they were like, no, So I mean,
You were ready to wink, swallow, and smile on
totally.
camera.
But and then I got married, and I'm like, well, now I can't suck anybody's dick, so you're lost. And I'm so good at it too.
But the cookies are great. Thank you.
The cookies were great. My man did make cookies, and they were fire.
I'm not gonna say his name for privacy.
I mean,
Oh, whatever. Well, I already said that. What makes you a little freak, and at what age did you realize that you were a little freak? And you can make this as long, or you know what I mean?
I love that you asked that question.
Oh yeah, that's like the bones of the podcast, or the bones of whatever. I hate saying podcast.
I feel like everything makes me a freak, and you want to hear something?
That's the whole and everybody. Sorry, continue. You like nailed it. And everybody's a freak.
Everybody's a
Whenever
freak.
someone's like, "Oh, I'm normal," I'm like, "Well, now I know you're a serial killer."
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
all freaks.
Yeah.
You gotta let your inner freak shine.
Your
you
freak
know what I'm
flag
saying?
fly.
Let your freak flag fly. That's a lot.
It's a bit of a seashells. It's a good warm up.
Freak flag fly. Okay. It's so funny because I've been doing a bit lately
Let's hear it.
but this ties into my freaky shit. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Okay, I've been doing a bit about something that happened on Halloween. And anyway, I'm referencing.
Did you go out on Halloween?
No.
Okay.
That was the whole.
You
big
like
thing.
how we're like, ugh.
No. Oh God, no. I stayed home, but it was
You're like, avoid the children, turn off the lights. We're not giving out treats.
No, that's what I did last year, and that's why the story that I
Sorry.
tell about Halloween is so because the year that we moved to Broward, we we didn't give out candy. And so this year, I was like, I'm not making that mistake again because these kids are going to come back and fucking kill us. Right? So, like, I took care of the children. And the story that I tell, I'm trying to think of why, oh my gosh. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But talking about when I found out that I was a freak, because in my bit, I say something to the effect of, like, so if you see your young daughters, like, you're 7 or 8, oh no, it's my toothbrush joke. My masturbating with a toothbrush joke. Highbrow comedy over here. If you see your young daughter,
I keep thinking about how John's dad watches this, and I'm like, perfect.
I mean,
no, he's cool as hell.
No. What I was gonna say, I mean, if there's anybody who's ever been a freak, it's that generation of men. So what's up, John's dad? Okay, so
who's also named John.
What's up, Papa John? Oh, what? Wow, we didn't even plan that. If you don't already call him Papa John, you better. You better. You're welcome. Okay. Don't call him Daddy John. That's weird.
No, I just call him
You
Big
can call
John.
your man Daddy John.
Anyway, yeah. Take the Adderall.
We're going off topic.
Yep.
So I say in the bit, like, so if you see your young daughters, like, rubbing themselves up against, like, a stool or a pillow, and you know what I mean?
Or
like,
the jet in a pool.
Right? Like, just let them be. So, like, in the bit, I joke about how when I was in kindergarten, the teacher would walk in and I said something like, and I would see, you know, her sheet of, like, gold star stickers. And I'm like, and I'd get real wet. And then I like to watch the audience's face to see if people, like, just find it funny or someone's uncomfortable. And, like, and then I just figure out where to go from there.
That's a good metric.
But
like a good gauge.
I mean, and maybe you didn't mean that kind of freak, but there's that level of freak. Like,
yeah,
freak,
you're
freak.
right. Yeah. And I do mean freak and however. Like, you
so
can be a perv or you can be just a fucking weirdo.
There's that level of freak where I was always a little bit of an enferma. And then...
Enferma, for the folks at home, is like...
Sick bitch. I was a sick bitch. I'm sick in the fucking head. All right? And like, the send help, like, this bitch, like, there's something wrong with this kid. You
He's
know
my
what I mean?
best friend.
Yeah, I'm your best friend. And then I think my real claim to fame, I don't know if I've ever told you this story. Did I ever tell you about when I sang La Bamba on a...
No. I've known you for 20 years. What the fuck? You didn't sing La Bamba on the radio.
Bro, I did not sing La Bamba on the fucking radio. I don't even know how old I was. I have to ask my mom, but I was a child. I was like maybe 10, 11 years old.
8.
And my parents' company used to, like the company that my parents owned and then like the partnership company, every year, the big holiday party, there was one year that we went on like the Jungle Queen. It was like some little like day ferry that takes you to some island, which is probably not an island. It's probably like a fucking patch of land that no one's claimed. And they're like, oh, look at this exotic island. It's like, Key Biscayne is right there, bitch. Like, we're not even that far. But back in the day, in my head, I'm like, we're going on an adventure.
Como cosa, yeah.
Bueno, there was no entertainment on this fucking barco that we were on. And I don't know what possessed me to grab the microphone. And I started singing, Para bailar la bamba. And these fucking old men that my mom used to work with thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It is hilarious, but you know what's not so cute is when you're 25 years old and then you go to the same office. Ulo, vas a cantar la bamba. Papa, I'm 25 years old. Like, let me live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really liked it. I really liked the attention. And I was like,
That's like your villain origin story. That's when you first...
Para bailar la bamba.
You got that like little taste for the mic, for the audience.
They ate it up, boy.
I'm sure.
They ate it the fuck.
Little you. I love when you post pictures of little you and it's like...
That one year that my mom let me cut my bangs right before picture day and the bitch didn't even fix it. She's like, te quería cortar el pelo, dale. So then I have that one picture where I'm like, and then I have like 4 ears like that and the rest are down here. Fucking kill me. Anyway.
Sorry,
Who
okay.
cares? I still got married and the puss is good and the sex is good. So like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, it all worked out in the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's fine. We turned out okay, I guess.
Okay, so that's when you became a little freak and you're an enferma. Got it.
Yeah.
We love it.
I would say it started there.
Yeah. Do you have a writing process and what is it like? Or do you kind of write more? I mean, I know we've written together and I see you write in your notebook, but it could just be like, I'm the baddest bitch 100 times.
No, that's not what
No,
I'm
I'm kidding. No, I know it's not, but.
It toggles between grocery list items that come to mind. No, I do my best. Like if a funny thought comes, I'll immediately grab my phone and I throw it. And I throw it onto like like my saved notes or whatever. Sometimes if I'm really like, there's a bit that I'm working on, I'll sit down and I'll really like try to hammer
Flesh it out.
But the truth is that a good 80% of the time, I'm just like writing some bullet point premises and then I'm just on stage figuring it out.
That's awesome.
And then I do it enough times to be like, okay, I think this is good. And that's where the mics come in, right? Because I have like the weekly mics that I'll pop into. And then, so when I get booked, you know, on pro shows, I'm already. Now, granted, that's where trusting yourself as a comic comes in too, right? Like sometimes you got to sprinkle in the new shit, even in a big show. That's where you got to have confidence in what the fuck you're delivering.
Yeah.
So I write in the moment a lot, like
which
while
is,
I'm performing.
For the folks at home, that's like balls of steel.
Or tremenda chocha of steel. They don't say chocha of steel, dude.
They don't. Well, the kids don't say chocha anymore. I don't.
And the kids need to know. What are they saying? 6, 7? No, fuck you. Chocha. Like,
tell
bring
them what
back
chocha is.
chocha. Yeah. Chocha's cooch. Cooch is puss. Puss is boyo. And love is awesome.
Shout out to Love, my editor, my producer. Oh my God, I didn't shout out the podcast last night. Thank God you did.
That's what I'm here for.
No, I know. He messaged me. He's like, as your producer.
I shouted it out before, and at the end I said, and make sure that if you're not already subscribed and you follow. That's right.
This is why you're my comedy wife, doll.
We're done.
I just nailed the mic. I'm also like, I don't know how much time we're doing. I'm like, I don't know how long we've been cooking. When you guys will let me know.
We live here now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Lock the doors. Don't let these guys
Put
out.
a cot. I brought toilet
You're filming
paper.
us here forever. We're never leaving.
It turns into an only.
These guys are like, please finish.
Please land the plane.
Hurry the fuck up.
I have a date later. You mentioned your open mic, and I don't think enough people recognize or understand A, what a motherfucker it is, B, how important it is to the community. No, because like even last night, like people, what time's the show? When is it? Is there food? Bro, Google it.
Yeah,
How do you
I
know
already told you that you're a better human being than me answering. If any of you watching this,
Let's hear it.
and all the cameras,
That one's your camera.
all right, all of them. Okay, but all of them. So I'm going to look at all the
so
cameras.
look at
All
all
right.
of them. Go for
If
it.
any of you lovely people watching this texted my girl asking her at what time the motherfucking show is, when it was announced, like, it's just, okay, no.
I
a
wish
lot
I
of
had
people
the
do
flyer. I'm like, it's literally on the
that. Is it? But a lot of people do that. You know what I
Or
mean?
they're like, well, when are you going on?
But you know why they do that too? Because you're an angel and you respond. And they know that they don't have to Google because Irene will respond. So I stopped being Google because I'm like, look it the fuck up. But also, that's why you have a lot more friends than I do. And it's me, my man, my dogs, my mom, and you. And then like Brittany and Melissa. Because we're like,
And
the
Lisa.
handful. But like, honestly, everybody else can go fuck themselves. I hate everybody. I don't hate everybody.
You don't hate everybody.
I really don't. I'm just tired. You know
Love
what I
is
mean?
awesome.
Love is all, and job your love. You know, job your love. If you don't know about job your love, look it up. It's
No,
just,
explain it to them because I didn't know, and you guys were
don't.
kind
You just have to job it. You know what I mean? You just got to job your love, and if you really think about it, you know, it makes, bro. Okay, I'm never gonna meet this lady. I don't even know her name, but
No, fuck it.
some lady. God
I
bless.
keep talking shit about Mel Robbins. I'm sure. I mean, if all goes to plan, I'll probably be in the same room with her like this bitch.
And she'll be like, "Let them," and I'll be like, "You take them." No, okay,
Let me kick your ass.
Yeah,
Go.
no. This lady, God bless her, like she was trying to say something super prolific on some podcast. And I forgot what the question was, but it was like something to the effect of, I'm probably butchering it, but it was like, don't just love your job, like job your love. And it's like, wow, this lady's fucking dumb as ball. Like, what?
Well, that's exactly how I feel about Let Them.
But then
like, guess what? They're gonna do it.
The thing is that the idea of Let Them is great. The fact that it's not Mel Robbins' original idea, if there might be other things that she's come up with that are hers, that's fine. But like the fact that it's been called, has she ever acknowledged? Well, I don't want this to be. This is my fucking time. Fuck Mel Robbins. She gets enough press. We don't talk about her. I mean, like no shade to Mel Robbins. But
No. Shade. I'm fucking throwing umbrellas at her. Shade, bitch. When I make the sound guy laugh, that's all that matters.
that's it.
Fuck yeah.
You're right. Fuck her. Fuck you, Mel Robbins. No, not like that either.
But no, I want to give you your flowers because producing an open mic is a motherfucker. And
So-
you're a veterana, and the fact that you still do it for the kids, for the children's,
Well, full disclosure.
Trick Daddy.
Full disclosure.
Let's
I
hear
run
it.
it like the mafia. It's a.
But I think that's great.
It's an open-ish mic. It's not a free for all. Sign-ups at 8:30. It's DM me and maybe Or like I keep, I really, all bullshitting aside, I do try to be fair and keep track of like, if the list was full last month and somebody messaged me, I'll be like, let me make a note and I'll hit them up.
That's so kind. And your Excel spreadsheets.
I do my spreadsheets.
And you're organized about it.
I try to do it. What I mean by curated too is like I try to book them not just a day of like walk-ups. I try to book them ahead of time so that then I can post and tag them and they can repost. And then we're all kind of helping each other. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
so lovely.
We know that when you have a gazillion followers, right? Like, obviously, we benefit. If we don't have as many followers or somebody has more followers than me, I benefit from them reposting, right?
Yeah.
If it's an audience that I want to reach, sometimes it's like, I don't give a shit if this person has 100,000 followers, if the only reason that they're being followed is because they're showing their data. I was like, I don't need those followers. I want the people who want to follow me because they think I'm funny. And because they want to see my data, right? Even though I'm not showing them.
No, I was just thinking, like, your fans are such a reflection of you.
And that's why I don't care how long it takes me to build that fan base. I'm not just looking for the numbers. I'm not just looking to put out a video that goes viral and it's like, I want my shit to reach the right people, you know? But with regards to I understand that people who have like a lot of followers and also monetize promoting, like they may be a little bit more strategic when they reshare stuff.
But doesn't it feel gross to try and be so strategic? Like at what point do we stop being artists and start being like
just supporting it?
No, and like strategic, like, oh, well, if I post on Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah, that's,
I don't get them. It's like, am I writing the joke or am I trying to like get viral or like hit us? It's like, fuck that. Like I'm going to put it out cuando me sale el bollo.
Yeah. There's a lot of, I've tried like.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. There's times that I've like, I would like to be more strategic and see like, okay, if this is gonna, but also it's like the second that you think you've figured something out, it changes. So I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, like the guy who owns Instagram did a little video being like, hashtags don't matter anymore.
And I'm like, since when? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So some of the people that I like recently, a comic that I worked with who has like over 500,000 followers, her number one piece of advice was like, just find what you can do consistently. And like that feels effortless too, right? Like if we have to and then it's just like, and just post it and just keep putting it out. And like for clips purposes, she'll record, like let's say she's got a weekend of shows, she'll take like one of the nights and like make it a point to record that set with like, and like really riff and do more crowd and just like,
oh, that's smart.
Make it so that it's like, this is with the intention of clipping several.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and granted, I've heard like other great pieces of advice like that. I'm just terrible at implementing them.
But that's a cool thing. Because it is, do you ever get in your head when you're being recorded? Like Joe Zimmerman, who's a comedian, his advice is just like record every set so that you don't, like I feel more free when I know I'm not being recorded, right? But the mental hurdle is, well, if you record every set, then you just get used to the camera being there and you're just
That's a good.
Yeah. And he's like done Conan, like, you know, he's done a lot of late night and he opens for Brian Regan, Miami boy, what's up? Went to Columbus, what's up? It's so funny. Everyone thinks he's like a clean, sober guy, and it's like, no, he takes shots before. He just doesn't like curse, but which I think is cool. But no, like how successful people operate fascinates me. I mean, I never do it, but
listen, I'm always taking notes and trying to learn, and then it's like you also got to figure out what's gonna work for you and what you can sustain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then when people have help or someone helping them cut clips, like what a dream.
Oh, love is awesome.
Drop your love.
No, but love like.
And love is awesome. Oh, love is cut your stuff. Yeah, and he cuts your, there you go.
I like how many shout outs he's getting today. I keep thinking someone's gonna walk in like, hey, what's up? Sterling might walk in, and Sasha. Anyway, that's really cool. I like it when headliners are nice, and I hate it when they're mean.
We were just having that conversation this weekend. I just worked with Zainab.
I knew. So is Zainab the one that gave you that advice?
Yes,
she's great,
bro.
She's awesome.
Zainab,
yeah,
you're the best, bro. If she watches,
yeah.
I'm gonna send her the video and be like, just watch it, so you can.
No, we'll clip this up and we'll be like, Zainab, you rock.
She really like. What a treat to work with her. And when I saw that she was coming to Miami, I had actually told Melissa. I rarely tell Melissa like, hey, can I submit? But that's kind of the process, by the way. Like if there's
for the young comics.
Yeah, like once we start working the improvs regularly, and she'll tell you like if there's a particular comic that you want to work with, right? Like let her know. And then every headliner has their own process of how they pick openers. Some bring them, some let the clubs choose freely, some ask for like, send me a couple of recommendations and then they'll pick, which is actually what Zainab did. So it's really sweet that I had asked to put in for it.
And she still picked
And then
you.
she still picked me, which is awesome. And also the way that the timing worked out. She had a feature who I didn't have the pleasure of seeing her, but I saw some clips, hilarious. Sydney Washington was her feature.
Oh, I know Sydney.
Okay, so Sydney.
Is Sydney here?
So Sydney's here. Like she's
Oh.
here right now. Because she had.
Because did Sydney do last night and that's how you were able to do last
Exactly.
night? I saw that. I was like, oh, okay.
So Zainab was booked for last night, Sunday the 28th, 29th, and 30th.
Right.
And then the comic that was booked for the days that I was there, which was a Friday and Saturday, like he had something happen. So it worked out, and they threw her those nights. And then those were the 2 nights that I wasn't booked, and Sydney wasn't getting here till yesterday. So it worked out. It was beautiful how it worked
hi,
out.
Sydney.
So,
cool.
and yeah, so speaking of working with great headliners versus, I can't say that I've worked with anyone that was just like blatantly like.
Wait, and sorry, before you get on to the bad guys, was the same because I know that you work with Josh Johnson, who's also my buddy. I love
Josh
him.
was what a
So
machine.
brilliant. Oh, he is a machine. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, but anyway.
But is that also like, did you submit and he was like, yeah, Ellie rocks, or did it just work out?
Josh Johnson, I don't remember. Nate Jackson, when I
Okay.
worked with Nate, I was one of, I think Melissa submitted like 15 videos, and I was. And to this day, I'm always like, are you sure you didn't just say that to be nice? Or did they really pick me?
No, Melissa's
No, she
pretty
keeps
no.
the G. She'd be like,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Like,
She's very
I-
no bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a great way.
So that
Yeah.
so that felt nice to know. So, but it's not always like that. Josh, I honestly don't remember.
No, it doesn't matter. I also just want to shout out Josh.
What a machine, though. Like,
Dude.
he
And
bangs out a
somebody
special
told
every
me,
week.
yeah, I just heard that. Like a new 20-minute special is insane.
And I think
And
if he-
tight.
and they used to be. I think he's done like, I don't know if he went back to shorter specials, but he was doing like when I opened for him, which was about a year ago in Fort Lauderdale, and he just did Miami recently. But he
Aw.
brought his features this time.
Yeah, cool.
I didn't feature for him. I hosted.
He's a lovely guy.
His feature. Oh my gosh, I don't want to fuck up his name. Mandel,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
He's hilarious. He's an Atlanta guy.
It
He's
was yes.
so funny.
It was just such
it's
a
unreal.
And to your point of working with great headliners, and
Yeah.
even when they bring their features,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're working with someone new, especially when it's like if you're hosting and the headliner brings their feature, you're kind of the odd man out.
Yeah, totally.
You know
and
what I
it's
mean?
like their circus that's coming to town.
You know, like look, when Nate was awesome, but Nate also was just a little bit more reserved. He wanted his privacy in his green room, so
Sure.
like his feature, I didn't have green room access, but you know, I said what's up to him, and that's rarely happened where I don't have green room access. And I used to, like the first time it happened, it's happened maybe 3 times. And the first time it happened, not so much because of the frequency, but because of when and just where I was in comedy the first time, I was a lot more like in my feelings and salty
Yeah,
about
it made you
and
feel some kind of way.
Yeah, now I
you're like-
get it.
Yeah.
And even though I may not do that, I also understand that there may be a day or a show or a weekend where like this weekend, like no,
Don't fucking look at
like
me.
just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I need to, and you can't take it personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But being mean and disrespected by, like I can't say that there's anybody that I've worked with that has blatantly just been an asshole to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I also think your energy is very like, I'm super nice, but don't fuck with me, which is kind of what you need.
Thank you.
No, like in life.
I do try to
Yeah.
like.
In a great way.
I do try to like set the boundaries, but
Yeah.
also like be as.
Super affable, super like lovely, and like, yeah, let's hang out with her forever. All right. You like, we had our one little freak moment and then back to work.
So speaking of, how did you know that you were a freak?
It's been a freak the whole time. What are your pro tips for hosting? Because you're so good at it. I mean, I feel like you've kind of given a lot of like comedy tips, but you are an
Oh,
incredible.
you know it's never just the tip. Okay. That's a lie, ladies, by the way. As your fairy godputa, if they ever say just the tip, it's a lie. Okay.
It's a lie.
Pro hosting tips. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
It's just I love how like the improv is a big room. How much does it now, like the new improv in Doral, like
Miami, like 400, 420.
Okay, so you make that room of 420 feel like a pocket.
Oh, it's so, but it feels intimate in there when it's.
Not to me.
You haven't done it enough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you
But
trick daddy us a little bit. Like, you love the kids, the children's. So how do you? What's like what's your advice for making a room that's like wide and high seat? And again, no shade, but it's like, how do you make it feel intimate? Because you do that, like the way you were here is the same way you are at the Miami Improv. No, it's true. And when you're first starting out, so much of it is like your jokes are kind of the same, but the variables are the audience and the venue.
I mean, I just try to look at the role of hosting, and I try not to get caught up in the venue. I used to. So for me, whether I'm hosting at a bar or a theater or the Improv, a small black box theater, a huge theater, you know what I mean? I've been really fortunate enough at this point to have experience in pretty much like I'm not going to say like I've never done an arena. Actually, that's not true. I did the FIU arena, but I haven't done a full circle arena where it's like
in the round.
But in the round, right? Yeah, but I have had the opportunity to perform in spaces of all sizes.
Yeah, what was that when we opened for Jared Freed? That was a big.
The Broward Center for the Performing Arts. I did NJ Pack with Pinky.
Yeah, dude.
So, but all that to say that for me, it's more about like what my job is as a host, and not so much the venue. And I feel like very early on, I just took to hosting, and I saw it as an opportunity to like really. It was a good opportunity to perform more low stakes because people don't ever expect
the host to fucking crush.
In fact, anytime like I would used to get annoyed when people would be like, "So are you performing or are you just hosting?" And I'd be like, "Let me educate you, boo boo."
I'm like, just hosting. I'm like, I break the room open for you.
But
which is such a motherfucker to do. Like I hate in New York when like the host is bombing, somebody else is, and I'm like, okay, now what's the point of me even going up in the middle? Which I know I'm being a brat, but I have to be like, okay, I'm gonna rip this open now.
Well, okay, because there's your traditional. Here's the thing. There's your like, let's say for example, a traditional improv show, right? Like a weekend show. You have your
classic
host,
club. Yep.
You have your classic club. You have your host, your feature, your headliner.
Yep.
Right. Boom. Then in places like New York and LA, and when they do these like
showcase
25, they'll have what they call like the warm-up act or the opening act that sometimes is not a seasoned comic. They're just doing 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So I think that the reason that people don't always know or realize that the host is or can also be a regular working performing comic, you know what I mean? Who maybe sometimes headlines and also hosts. But also there's a lot of comics who once they get past hosting and they start featuring and headlining, don't want to go back to hosting. I love it. You're
great at it. I'd rather shoot myself, but you're also very good. Yeah, I'd rather walk into traffic. But you also have that ability like off stage where you just have like a very commanding presence and like people also like immediately feel comfortable with you. You're super like
it's because I'm a big bitch. I feel because it's always I feel that I have like because I've always been like I am here, you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's
no man,
like I like to hang out with people who are smaller than me so that I can feel huge. Yeah, have you ever noticed like I'm just gonna hang out with like short people?
It's so me and Lisa and Brittany. Or like your seven
but no, that's not true because you're actually not.
I know, I'm like your height.
You're my height.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. I'm like
just like your shit. But thank you, doll. I love hosting. And what I was getting at was that over the years, I've recognized that the role, especially now that when I headline my own shows or when I produce shows, like the role of the host is so important.
You're the captain of the ship. That's why I said it. That's why I kept saying it last night. Like to have you at the helm. I mean, I've always liked producing shows with you because I can like turn off my brain and know that it's going to be okay. Truly.
Thank you, doll.
Yeah, and I can just like fan my balls, show up, like OCD out on the chairs in the room, write my set list, and I know like, are we getting paid? Yeah, Ellie's gonna handle it if we get paid.
But the times that we have done stuff together, like you end up handling all the shit that I don't want to fucking handle.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So
we're like yin yang that way.
It does work out.
Fuck, I forgot what else I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, as far as like an actual pro tip, the best.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like anybody who has the opportunity to host should take that opportunity seriously and really focus on like exercising that muscle. Also, let's talk about crowd work too, right? Like there's a time to do it and there's like just know your role. You know what I mean? Job your love. Know your role.
Because there's some headliners who don't like it. There's some headliners who like, please don't do crowd work.
So how I feel
because
about
you and there's a difference between like crowd work and like, do we have any birthdays? Are we doing any anniversary?
Right.
That's like shit up top. Like, do the club announcements. That's the bathroom.
and
whatever.
if you want to, even that's a little bit like I don't give a fuck about your birthday. You know what I mean?
But the improv will be like, hey, please say these drink specials. They won't. Oh, cool. Oh, I've hosted shows.
Not anymore.
Oh, cool.
It's been a while since
Oh.
a club has been like, can you make these announcements?
Oh, cool.
So,
Groovy.
but again,
Why? Because they do the video, or
yeah,
what?
again,
Oh,
it just
smart.
it's
Yeah.
venue specific. There
Yep.
is no like
Yeah.
blanket. This is how it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So case in point, if you're hosting a bar show and you are trying, and like when we came up, John Martin's perfect example. That's where I learned to like do crowd work because I had no fucking choice. I was getting
Yeah,
up.
they didn't want it.
Well, I was getting up late as fuck. I barely got booked on the showcase. So I was getting up at midnight, 11:30 at the open mics, and everybody was already wasted. So
Yeah.
I had to.
It's not even. It's like fruitless to try and do material at that point when everyone's bombed. And
So
they're
the idea was if
Yeah.
I can grab their attention with some crowd work, and then like after I have their attention, I'll see if I can like work in a bit.
Yeah.
But it's like this like push and pull the whole time of like trying to grab their attention, then keep their attention is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It makes you such a stronger comic. I mean, that's how Jessica Kirsten came up as like
But-
a great host. And
So-
there you go.
And that's why you can't knock it. But
Yeah.
But crowd work is its own art, and people really don't respect it. But like I feel like people who knock crowd work, it's because they're not good at it. And then the people who are really good at it understand that it really is like its own thing. Like
Right.
I don't. What am I trying to
I
say?
don't knock crowd work. I just knock some comedians.
Yeah, I definitely don't knock crowd work, but also if an
Or
audience,
Corbin. I'm like,
unless you're already known for doing crowd work and then it's your audience
Yeah.
and you're booked on a show, you're booked on a pro show, and you also, these are the things that they don't teach you, right? There is being booked for a pro show and the headliner has their following, which I like to take that into account. It's like,
Totally.
okay, I'm working with this headliner and all their shows are sold out, and like I kind of have an idea based on that comic. Like I may not
what
know
the crowd's
every,
going to be like.
but
Totally.
exactly. So
What
I
the vibe
will.
is.
It's not that you alter your material, but I know you got to
cater.
you got to know your audience.
Yeah.
Like knowing your audience is half the battle.
Which is different than pandering.
and when you perform for an audience where the room was papered and everybody like you get a mixed bag.
Yeah, that's a shit show.
But I just want to say something real quick
No, of
because
course.
I had this conversation with someone recently. I do live by the creed of ask forgiveness, not permission. So I also think that like we're all artists. You know what I mean? If I got booked, especially if I got booked by the headliner, like if I open up the show and I do something that the headliner doesn't like, then I'll wait for them to be like, hey, can you, right? But I'm not going to be like, hey, is it okay? Like, should I keep it clean? Should I curse? Should I not do crowd work? I'm like, I don't, like, I'm
you
a
knew
pro.
what you were getting into.
Yeah, like
we
I'm
all
also,
have Instagram. You can see my shit.
and also I feel like that's what differentiates those of us that like have just been doing it long enough to know and gauge versus those that are just getting started and feel like they need to, you know, tiptoe. Cool. You know what I mean? I do gauge it. And not to say that I've never asked, but like rarely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's some comics that I just, the second you talk, and they'll be like, bro, just have fun, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
She's talking about me. I'm the comic who's like,
100%. But there are comics that have been like, bro, just do whatever you want.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
when I did, I think
well,
that's
we're
what
not
it
all as
was.
cool as you are, Ellie.
No, but I do think that what happened was that when I asked like 2 or 3 headliners and their response was like, bro, do whatever you want and have fun. I was like, I'm going to stop fucking asking.
Yeah. No, it's fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it
And
makes
someone
sense.
once told me like, don't ask, girl, like just
Do it.
And I was like, you know what?
Lay your dick down. There it is. All right. So now I'm going to ask you, did you ever watch Inside the Actor's Studio?
I know you do a thing. And I know who you're talking about, but I don't know that I've ever like sat through a whole.
I didn't have money to go home one summer. This is it was my first year at UCF, and like everyone went home for the summer, and whatever, and they had a marathon on the 4th of July, and I think I watched like 30 episodes of it.
Nice.
And it's just like the Robin Williams one. If you haven't seen it, it's great. He's nuts. But so at the end, he asks these questions, and he took it from like a journalist who took it, so it's like
This is an homage.
it's an homage. It's
love
also
it.
just But
do you make up the questions each show, or is it like a
no.
set of
So
questions?
every guest gets these questions.
Love it.
but obviously the answers are the variable. And again, you can like, it can be quick fire. You can go like super into it. But we're gonna start. Okay. Okay.
And
What is your favorite word?
oh my God, between fuck, boyo, and pinga, I don't. Do I have to pick? Okay, can I rank
I like
them?
how you like fuck, marry, kill. Fuck,
You know
boy,
what?
or
Fuck,
ping.
boyo, pinga in that order.
Great.
Okay.
What is your least favorite word?
Surprisingly, even though I've been saying it, pussy is not like I used to have a hard time saying the word pussy. Not a big fan of the word brewery, just because it's hard to say. Like whoever came up with that word, like fuck you, brewery.
That's how
what
I feel
a fucking
about
stupid word.
periódico in Spanish.
Periódico.
It's kind of hard, right?
Periódico. I mean, no.
Not really. You're right. All right. I guess I'll
She's like fuck you. It's hard for me.
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
And or
Yeah, whatever. Choose your own adventure.
hold on. What's the question again?
What turns you on?
Because I stopped listening after that.
It's okay.
What dick? No.
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Creatively, spiritually, or oh my God, I'm in my peace era. Like
Yeah. We're in
like
our
that.
40s.
Like nothing,
Yeah.
nothing gets me hotter than just being at peace. Like honestly, that's the
Love is awesome.
love is awesome, and job your love. You know, and all bullshitting us. Even though I do all this, like, puta, like I'm also old and I'm tired. Like I'm talking a lot of shit. Like my husband's like, deja de hablar tanta mierda, and you know what? He's right. So if he does end up watching this, babe, you're absolutely right. I do talk a lot of shit. All right, your girl's tired, but your girl's gotta let them know that once upon a time, you know the shit's good, and we're gonna get our groove back. But it's, your girl's tired. You know what I mean? And any woman in their mid 40s can relate. But
I wake up tired.
so all this, like, I love dick. I do. But, like, also, like,
But it's just one.
It's, 100%. I'm a
Yeah.
one-man puta. Back in the day.
A one-man show.
One-man show. But, no, I also, like, if you've noticed, you've seen me, like, how I've been setting up.
thanks.
How I've been
Thanks, doll.
setting up my little office, of course. Been setting up my little office, like, having.
Your office turns me on creatively.
I do.
I love when people post their desks. I'm like, yes, let's see it.
Yeah, no, my office, and I do have to thank my man a lot too, because he's helped me, like the way my PC. I mean, he's he's our tech. You know what I mean? He does everything tech, and so like I never have to worry about. Like that turns me on. The fact that like I can go online and never have to worry about anything happening with my computer, man, because it's great.
Yeah.
You know, my desk. He got me my stand-up desk too.
Aw,
So
that's so nice.
So yeah. This is about me, not him. So.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
No, but it is. He is like, so. The sanctuary that we've created in our home is really what turns me on. Like being in our backyard and
Yeah, a good home base for so that your creativity.
It's why we work.
Yeah.
We work our dicks off. You know what I mean? To be able to maintain that.
So what turns you off?
Noise.
Okay.
Like random noise. Like my hearing is so sensitive.
My delicate queen.
My hearing, and then when my eyes see things that they don't want to see, like that pisses me off. Like when I run into shit, I'm like, I didn't need to see that. Like like there's people who, when people send me shit that they know I don't like, and then I tell them like I don't like seeing these things, and they keep sending it to me.
Yeah.
I find that so I just stop. So like, okay, I'm not gonna tell you again that I don't like to see this, so I'm just gonna stop looking at the shit that you send me. When I tell you that I have a problem with it, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Because there are like some specific examples where I'm just like, I've asked you to stop sending me videos like this that just make me uncomfortable, and I'm not talking about like perverted videos. I'm talking about just like I don't like gory, violent scenes. I don't like to see people getting hurt. And there's people that find that hilarious, and I just don't.
Yeah.
So like, stop sending me videos where people are getting fucking hurt or like.
Yeah.
Like I don't find that funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't like it when horses get hurt.
Horses?
Yeah.
Like specifically horses?
Well, no, I don't want anyone to get hurt, but like, yeah, like you know when
that was very specific. So I'm like,
because I was just thinking, I was like, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No, please. I want to hear it.
Yeah, like you know when you're watching a movie and they're like shooting and like a horse gets shot.
Oh yeah.
I don't even like horseback riding. Like
Dog.
I worry about. I'm like, who decided that we get to ride on their back?
On animals getting hurt is more than humans.
Yeah, like there was that thing of like a dog got like stung by a bee, and like yes, I understand it looks like a cherub precious moments, but I can't help.
Oh,
dude.
No. When I worked at the pet store company for a while,
Oh, yeah.
that rhymes with Chewy, but it was Chewy. They're awesome. So I'll give them a shot. They're not endorsing me, but
I like Chewy, too.
But they're
They're
great.
great.
I mean, maybe they watch this and they do want to endorse me. I think Chewy's great.
The pills are expensive.
The what?
No, like I get Chachi's pills through Chewy.
And they always have deals. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned when I worked for Chewy that they educated me on was like, there was a whole thing about like people that would post content of their animals and call them like chonky. CHONKY, like, oh, my dog is so chunky, like they're fat, obese dogs. It's like, no, your dog is gonna die. Like, that's
Yeah.
not cute. Like, you keep
Yeah.
giving your dog table scraps and your dog can barely fucking breathe, and you're like,
Yeah.
look how adorable, he's chunky. Like, no, he's fat and has diabetes. Like,
Yeah.
go take. So that makes me
Yeah.
sad.
Also, they're gonna grow up to be comedians. Don't call them chunky.
Exactly.
Why do you think I'm
Well,
here?
that's why I think that's why I also don't like watching videos of people getting hurt, because I was so clumsy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so that guy fell off the train, but like he just slipped and fell. Like that could have been me, and it's not-
Totally. Yeah, I fucking bump into the wall and I say, "Excuse me, what are we talking about?"
I'm always like, who the fuck put this wall here?
Inappropriate.
Anyway.
You kind of already answered this, but what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck boyo pinga.
There it is. You also already answered that. You're like an AP student on all these questions. What sound or noise do you love?
Love?
Yeah.
Oh man. Wind chimes,
Okay.
birds.
Love is
All those-
awesome.
Love is awesome. Like I love in the morning when I wake up, and like, and I don't hear like the car sound.
Yeah.
We live really close to a middle school, so I hear the sound of the bell throughout the day, which is hilarious.
Yeah. That 3 o'clock bell.
Unrelated to the question, because it's not a sound that I love. It's actually a really annoying sound. But I do
No.
love the birds, the wind chimes, to name a few.
Okay. So now, what sound do you hate?
My dogs licking themselves, and when it's quiet, and all you hear is, I'm like, and then we don't even like speak to them. Like we don't say stop licking yourself. We say like, 'cause you always talk to your dogs like in a different language.
Yeah, of
So
course.
we say no te lick.
They get it.
They do
They're
get
like-
it. We say no para de lick. Like that's not.
Yeah. I know that I'm getting older because I start doing my Chachi voice out in public. I'm like, oh, hello, I guess I'll go fuck myself. And people are like, what?
I know. We call Lagunita. We have Nutella and Lagunita, and
Yep.
you know the dogs have a million names.
Yep.
So then Lagunita is our pan de chocolate, chocolate pan.
Yep.
Pan, chocolate. So we'll just be like, pan, not the lick. Chocolate, para the lick. And then all you hear is, stinky Nutella.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Attempt?
Yeah.
Or like would have attempted.
Whatever. Lo que sea.
Answer the fucking question, bro. I always wanted to be a lawyer. My sister still thinks that I got super shit faced the night before I took the LSAT.
I didn't know this. Do you know that? And lawyers hate when I tell them this. When I used to work at Bal Harbor and it was like a long drive, I used to listen to the Princeton Review LSAT podcast for fun. And every lawyer's like, you sick fuck. They hate it. They're like, I'm going to beat you. But it was fascinating. I thought it was so like how like because we kind of do it in comedy. It's like, okay, this is the thing. And what are all the different variables? And like, well, what affects it? And
Yeah, I took the LSAT because I was bored on a Saturday. Suck my choach. What's up?
But I didn't know you like to sign up for it and shit.
I would have been my sister's like, you would have been the best lawyer.
You would have. But why did you get bombed the night before because you had a date, or were you subconsciously trying to sabotage it because you knew that you wanted to be like an artist full time?
It was, I'll tell you, I'll get into the nitty gritty with you off cam.
Sure.
But it was because of stuff that was going on in my life at the time.
Okay.
And going to law school meant that I would have had to not have a job and live at home full time. And I was in a position where I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of this house.
Yeah.
So I
get that.
Literally the week of my LSAT, I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, I need to figure this out. I need to. So I got shit faced the night before.
A tale as old as time.
Still did decently. So just for shits and giggles, I applied to a few schools just to see if I would get accepted, and I did.
We've never talked about this.
FIU, St. Thomas. What was the third school? Actually, I think FIU and St. Thomas were the only two that I applied for and got accepted, and just did.
I like how you're like casual.
No, because I just decided that moving out of my house, buying a condo, and getting a full-time job ended up being
the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. What profession would you not like to do?
dentist, dealing with a bata doctor, podiatrist, like to look at batas all day.
Yeah.
Like I would love to be you know what? I would love to be a nail tech. And like sometimes, even don't look at my nails now, like not a good example. But I wouldn't be able to do pedicures. Like I think I would love being a nail tech because I love, and like when I used to do my own nails, and I think like if I started to fuck with like making the press on nails, like the girlies that make, have you seen these?
Yeah, the sets. Yeah,
And they're amazing, right?
Yeah.
But like to do somebody's feet,
No.
I don't even like feet. And the only feet that I essentially touch and like are my men's, and that's only because. And even then, sometimes I'm like, okay, move your.
Yeah, move the chicken nuggets out of here.
Let's get them out of the way.
There's a chicken nugget and fries situation.
Yeah, but I'm not about that person.
No, neither am I.
Yeah, my sister and I, like, what we do to fuck with each other.
As you do this.
We send each other like fucked up like foot videos.
Oh, I
like ugly feet.
I hate that. And if you were to send that shit to me, I'd pull a you from 10 minutes ago and just stop responding.
Well, it's funny because Caballo, you know Caballo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I love Caballo and I work with him all the time. And he has like a foot, like he loves feet. He loves pretty feet. So to fuck with him, I've sent him like ugly feet. And he's told me straight up that like he doesn't like it, he doesn't open them. So I stopped sending them to him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I get it. And also like if that's your thing and you're really like, I don't want to see this. You know what I mean? Like you don't want that in your algorithm. You know what I mean? Now little people, oh my God. that's a whole other conversation. But my sister and I, that started because there was years ago when I had my condo, like when I first got it, she or one of us left like a cutout from a magazine of like feet, and then we would just visit each other and like randomly leave it in different parts of our house until we found it.
That's hilarious.
And then I forgot whatever happened to it, but then when in the digital world, then one day I was just like, oh, let me just send her.
That's hilarious.
And
that's very sweet.
But what we do is we'll fuck with each other. Like we'll send each other like a couple of ugly ones, but then every now and then we'll send pretty feet. To just like
keep it spicy.
Yeah. To be like, you know, just like it's not always gonna be ugly, but I gotta keep you on your toes. Literally. I'm Papa John.
The jokes write themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
John has a similar story. He worked on, I can't remember if it was Companion or Baby Girl, but he was working on one of those movies with his friend Emily, who's a set dresser. And there was a Bible, whatever. John put, and they were like, or no, was it If You Had Legs? Whatever. They were like on location, so they were in a hotel, and like John got the Bible from his hotel room and put it in like Emily's luggage. And Emily's half Jewish, half Catholic.
She's atheist.
No, she just has the neuroses from both. But her Jewish mom thinks it's the funniest thing, and they were like giving it. But Emily has the Bible. And hi, Emily.
So it's the same Bible, and it just
yeah. One of those like hotel ones.
I love that.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Told you were a bad bitch. What took you so long to figure it out? My bad. We know now.
That's the show. That's it. That's the perfect ending. Ellie, thank you so much for doing it. Wait, I'm trying to get better. Please promote whatever you want to promote. Tell people where they can find you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. Okay, so JC,
what do I have? Give me your Instagram because you're fucking.
Oh my God, thank you. Yes, Laugh with Ellie. Follow me at Laugh with Ellie. There is an at Fairy Godputa, but I haven't built that account
No,
yet.
it's fine. But
so
Laugh with Ellie.
At Laugh with Ellie. It's not Eli, you cunts. Okay, Laugh with Ellie. My Instagram, so please follow me. This airs tomorrow.
We'll see. We'll see if Love has an Adderall or not.
So, I know that there's 2 days left. And my goal was to hit 10,000 followers before the year was over.
Yeah.
And I'm like 800 followers away.
Oh, cool.
No pressure.
It's nice to I don't have it, but the K does look cool.
The what?
Like when you hit 10K.
Right, I would
you want that K.
And listen, it's taken me
ketamine.
Forever, but I'm so proud of the fact that like
it's all real people and not bots and not paid
and anytime
for.
I've noticed a bot or like, you know how many times I've seen people follow me that I don't want to follow me and I'm like, remove, I don't give a fuck. I've removed followers. I've unfollowed people and then if I don't need them to follow me, so I just unfollow them.
I hear that.
And then it's funny because some of them have followed me back. I'm like, no, I didn't want you here. So Laugh with Ellie. I do January 11th. I'm headlining Red Light in West Palm.
Great. This will be out before then.
Okay,
Yeah.
so January 11th, West Palm, Red Light. I'm hoping to have my headlining date for the Fort Lauderdale Improv sometime in March. So if you follow me at Laugh with Ellie, I'll post some more dates. And I have my like monthly, the first Monday of every month at 14 North Dania. That's the one that's like the monthly curated mic. And then I do have the weekly show at a vape shop. But I'm going to see what's happening with that as well. But just follow me and you can keep up with all the stuffs.
Thank you so much. Okay, that's a show. Bye.